guys, I hope you're having a wonderful start to the new year. I have been decluttering and organizing our home, and I'm working in the kitchen right now, and I want to go get some contact paper for the lower cabinets. So I think I'm gonna run to Dollar Tree and see what I can find there, and maybe run in Walmart because I need to grab a few things anyway. So I think I'm gonna do that today. So I thought, I no longer want to organize our clutter. And what I mean by that, I hope that makes sense, is if we have items that I'm just organizing, we don't actually use them, they don't really have a use or a purpose, and they don't have sentimental value, then basically it's just clutter. And I don't want to keep cleaning it, I don't want to keep organizing it if it doesn't have some sort of value to us. If we don't love it and enjoy it and use it, then basically it is clutter, and I just want it out of the house. That is what I'm working on. I'm going to try to be ruthless about this, and it might be something I have to do again, but for now that is my goal. I'm trying to get rid of the clutter. So I'm starting by emptying out the cabinets, and then I will quickly go through the items. I've already went through some of these cabinets, so there isn't a lot more to get rid of, but I'm going to go ahead, empty the cabinets, and add the contact paper, and that is where I'm going to start my decluttering process in the kitchen. And it may be a long process, it may be something I have to do again. I know some items are going to be a little harder to get rid of than others, but I really just want to keep items that we use, love, enjoy, or has some sort of sentimental value to us, and not just hang on to things because of what if, or you know how it is. You hang on to things to hang on to them, I guess. And I really just don't want to do that anymore. So I am going to work hard on changing my mindset about clutter and getting the stuff out that we really just don't need to hang on to. This cabinet is really deep, and it actually holds our pots and pans and baking dishes, mixing bowls, and all of that sort of thing. So I was able to find a couple more items to put in the get rid of pile, and then moved on to the next cabinet. This one actually holds a lot of small appliances, and I really would rather not have all of these items on the counter. We do keep our coffee pots on the counter. We actually have a regular coffee pot as well as the Keurig, and we use both of those daily, if not several times a day. So I definitely keep those on the counter, but as far as the toaster, the mixer, the blenders, and all of that, I would much rather them be in a cabinet and out of the way. I just don't like a lot of clutter on the cabinets if I can help it. So this is the cabinet that stores all of those pieces. decluttering this cabinet, you probably saw me go through the magic bullet attachments, all the cups and lids and all of those things that go to it. Well, I got rid of a lot of those because I do not use them. I've never used them. I just used the blender cups, and then I kept one cup, and that is all I kept. I decided I don't need all of those attachments or extras that came with it. Since I have never used them, I really don't need to hang on to them. So those are in the get rid of pile as well. And here's a look at how they turned out with the contact paper. I think it just gives it a more fresh and a cleaner feel. And these two cabinets, I see a smudge on the drawer or a fingerprint that I need to get washed off, so I will definitely get to that. But these two cabinets hold our bakeware, cookware, mixing bowls, and all of that sort of thing. And then the other cabinet holds, like I said, our small appliances, the KitchenAid mixer, the Vitamix toaster, all of that sort of thing. And I'm really impressed that just getting rid of a few of the extras that came with the magic bullet, it actually just makes it feel more organized in a cleaner space. And I decided that I was on a roll, so I was going to tackle the bottom portion of my china hutch. So I keep a lot of my canning supplies in this hutch, so my jars in different sizes as well as rings, lids, and all of that. And so I am going through the lids and keeping a few of the better ones, and the ones that just look like they've seen better days and I really don't want to use anymore, I'm just going to get rid of. So I'm actually pretty impressed by the items that I was able to get rid of in this space. I feel like decluttering is a bit of a mindset because I know some things are a little harder to get rid of than others for one reason or another, but I feel like I defined what clutter is for myself and I know what my goal was, and I know that's totally different for each person. What clutter is to me might not be what clutter is to you, and vice versa. So that is what my goal was for this space. I want to have a breathing room in our cabinets. I want to have space, and I want to have them filled with things that we use, love, or enjoy, or it does have some sort of sentimental value to us. I just don't want to hang on to stuff to hang on to it. So that was my goal, and those are the items basically from the kitchen that I was able to get rid of. And here is a look at how this turned out. My canning jars are organized over here, and then just some odds and ends, but things that we actually use and that I wanted to hang on to, and those are here. I also worked on the drawers. This drawer is actually intended to be a silverware drawer. I took out one of the dividers so that my cookie cutters and cake decorating items and things like that would fit in the first section. My extra KitchenAid hand mixer attachments are in the middle, and then some extras in that third part. The middle drawer holds those kind of odd shaped items that I just wanted to hang on to them for now, and if we don't use them anytime soon, I will probably let them go. And then the last drawer here has our towels. And then the upper drawers, the first one actually holds our more holiday theme or decorator type of towels. And then I have my Christmas magnets that I made this year from some ribbon. And so I decided to go ahead and keep them with the holiday towels as well. And then the last drawer in my hutch actually is kind of a junk drawer. It holds our batteries, things like that. But I need to get some more of those long skinny organizers because I think those will work perfect in that space. And I also need to get some more contact paper so I can finish that. But overall, I'm very happy with the progress that I'm making. I know it's ongoing because I still need to tackle the pantry and the spice cabinet, things like that. But overall, I'm very happy with how it's going so far. And while I was at town buying the contact paper, the shelf that I had ordered arrived, so I thought I would go ahead and share that with you. Basically, it's fully assembled. You take it out of the box, remove the packaging, and unfold it. It's super simple, and it's a very slim or skinny profile, so I think it could easily tuck into a closet or possibly slide under a bed. But I have had one of these for several years and I wanted another one, but it has been sold out in this color combination, but they finally got it back in stock. I've had one with my printer, things like that sitting on it, but I moved that one into the living room and I really wanted to replace it. So when I saw that they had another one in stock and it was on sale, I jumped on that and it arrived. And I'm very happy with these shelves. And since our weather was like this weekend, like a lot of places, it was a good time to be inside decorating and moving things around. So I actually decided to see what it would look like in the living room, in the other corner, kind of flanking the television. So that is what I'm going to try out here. So originally I purchased the second shelf to replace the one that was in my home office that I moved into the living room that you see there. But I also knew I wanted to see what it would look like flanking the television with the two. So I am trying that out here, and honestly I really like how it looked. But the grandfather clock that was in this corner pretty much gave me a dilemma because I moved that thing all around this room and I looked all around the house trying to figure out where to put it. But every time I moved it, I just wasn't happy with how it looked. And so yes, eventually it will go back to this corner. And you can see the couch is in front of the window, so I did end up moving that as well. But here's how it looked with the two shelves, which I really did like. And then here is a glimpse at several of the ways I had moved things around. And yes, eventually this is how it turned out. I did move several decorative pieces. I also went through the cabinet and cleaned that out, got rid of a lot of stuff from there. And this was the result, and the other shelf went to the home office. Happy with how this space turned out. I spent a lot of time in here moving things around and rearranging them, and I'm glad I took pictures of all the different ways that I can look back on that and see what I liked and didn't like. I did figure out that a lot more light goes to this corner, so that's where my plants will be for now. And if I do think of another space or area for the clock to go, I will probably try that out as well. But I'm glad I moved the couch. It really opens the room up. And so far, I'm just really happy with the progress that I'm making. And I'm kind of doing a decor evaluation of our home because my style has definitely changed. Like that star on the wall, I want that changed. I just don't know what I want to put there yet, so it's staying for now. The curio cabinet, I'm definitely going to be doing an update to it, and that will probably be coming up fairly soon. And just this whole area, I just want to kind of go through the house, see what doesn't really work for me anymore and change it up. But if you're new to my channel and like this sort of thing, I do a lot of DIY projects, budget friendly. I would love it if you hit subscribe and hang around, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.